Welcome back to Slightly More Milk. This is the podcast where it's just like drinking a really hot bottle of water you left in your car all day. Derek? I just got Derek right away. No, for real though, boys.
I already want to leave.
I got a topic straight off the bat for you guys.
Okay,
go on.
And I already have it in my head exactly what it is.
All right.
No matter how poor you are, there's something you'll never cut ties on, you'll never cheap out on. Mine, toilet paper. I will always have quilted fucking toilet paper.
You want
every day of my life. That one-ply shit drives me nuts, and that's all my mom buys.
okay, so you want like just a normal everyday object?
Anything.
Anything?
No matter how poor I am, I will always find $60 to buy a game that I'll never play too.
That's,
Always.
I like that one.
Sounds like
that
a
one.
you
That one
problem.
sounds like a me.
My 3DS for the Paris trip for my flight. By the way, I'm going to Paris, and I was like, oh, what am I gonna play? I don't have any 3DS games. I opened it up. I have Fire Emblem Awakening. I put 5 minutes in. And I have
you're ready to go.
And Alpha Sapphire that I never actually even opened. It's still in the little gift wrap that you buy online.
This really is Christmas in July for you, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know Smash Bros. Right though.
I mean, I'm like, there's no way I'm canceling my Pornhub Premium subscription. So,
Oh, wait, that's a good one. That's
can't
a
skimp
strong
out
one.
on that.
No.
You know, way back when I bought browsers.
You bought the whole company?
You bought the whole company?
Oh my
Fucking
God.
Jesus.
No,
Darren, we're in the presence of a true
No,
millionaire.
I
Why
bought
do you
it.
live in a basement?
I bought it, and then it charged you $150 before you can even get the subscription. Right? So then I called my credit card company, and said my brother bought it for me. And I didn't even use it. I'm like, this is
Why did you
ridiculous.
buy it in the first place?
You do crazy shit when you're horny.
I like to imagine that like it wasn't as streamlined as that, and you called them like really embarrassed, like that you watch porn. You're like, oh my fuck, it was my brother.
No,
Well, it wasn't my brother, but it was my brother's friend. He bought it.
My
I
brother's
was the one
friend,
who
and you
bought
give a
it.
very specific
Yeah.
name.
And he's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
refund
okay.
it.
In all seriousness, though, I think that if I was really poor, which I'm only pseudo poor. I'm like
Only slightly.
I'm like only slightly more poor. Welcome back to Slightly More Impoverished.
Where every single episode we get more and more desperate for money.
Yeah, this is gonna be a train wreck by the end of the year, anyhow.
Please support our Patreon. I have no home. We're doing this on a random street in New York.
I guess just like normal silverware. I don't like plasticware at all.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I only use plasticware.
I would rather have
I would rather have like silverware.
a
Why?
spoon, a fork, and a knife,
Yeah.
and like a plate that you wash every
or
single
a,
time.
Minimalist of
one
you.
plate and one bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you only need one of them if
I-
you...
technically-
assuming you live alone.
Yeah.
Or you're just lazy and you don't want to do dishes.
Or just like...
Or you're a jerk and you don't do dishes.
Or you're a jerk. Now I'm a jerk and everybody loves
You
me.
can't be a jerk. Like with me, I'm being a jerk to myself. I just have the
Yes.
dishes pile up.
Tyler, I know.
No, but I mean, like, if you only have one set of each thing, you have to wash it before... Well,
What?
you don't
You don't.
really,
You
but...
gotta
underestimate my laziness. I'd fucking use my hands for soup before I do dishes.
Oh, Tyler, what'd you make for dinner? Soup? Why
Soup.
do you have a pot? Don't worry.
Hey, forget about it.
I have a giant pot and I'm using a bowl.
Okay, you put it in a plastic bag and like bring it with you to work and just, like,
You just use your tongue.
it's like a twisted tea bag.
not even like a thermos. It's,
At work, like, hey, anybody else want to slap the bag?
That is most disgusting.
You never slap the
Yo,
bag?
French onion soup. Get a hit off this shit.
Never
dude.
slap the bag? You
I don't know
I
what
have,
you're
and it was the most-
talking about.
Well, all right.
Slap
Slap
bag.
the bag is somebody in college pretty
Okay.
much consistently. Somebody
I
buys
didn't do that.
a big box of Twisted Tea or a box wine, and you
Okay.
just pull the bag out, and there's a spigot on it. And it's like, who wants to slap the bag? And you pass it around, and people take it and like siphon off
Oh,
it, like
great way to get
breastfeed
herpes.
it, and then slap. You, like,
Oh,
slap the
okay,
bag.
they do actually slap it. The way that you started to explain it, I was like, there's no slapping involved. This is stupid.
No, you gotta like really stimulate the hormones in the bag
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
the milk flowing.
You gotta get that lemonade
like
and
that.
iced tea mixed.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Totally.
Have you ever been so drunk you can't walk?
Oh yeah, there's
Not
there's-
cross-faded. I mean, just drunk and just off booze.
Um,
I don't think
No,
I
I
have.
was able to walk at your party, so I was able to walk. So no,
That was a nightmare.
that was awful.
you know, I've been so drunk I can't like get up, and I guess that is the
Yeah, you can't
the
walk.
step before
Yeah.
not being able
I
to
don't know, I'm
walk.
really good at getting up and puking.
Gotta say, really good at getting to the bathroom when the getting is good.
If I like kind of feel like I'm gonna puke, but I know I'm not gonna puke, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fucking do it now. Like,
There's some merit to that, you know. It makes me feel better.
I just said when I puke.
It's not my body, it's me.
Yep.
I think I'm just gonna have to be unoriginal and go with toilet paper along with you. Actually, you know what? I take it back. If I was super poor, I'm assuming I don't have internet. So, fuck, that's not a very good idea. I was gonna say books. Just like have something to
Just
do
have a book.
and like always
Yeah.
have
You should
good
get a
and like
library
spend
subscription.
money on. Oh fuck, you're right. Library thing.
Oh, right, libraries exist.
Then you know I just toilet paper.
I don't
Silverware.
I don't.
Silverware.
Yeah.
I hate plasticware, so yeah.
Yeah, I like plasticware because when you have a bowl of plastic, it's like, and you try to eat off it.
And then
you
it
feel-
breaks.
Plastic? No, I guess I'm good. I guess I'm good.
Dude, I
spend-
got the-
I,
You got the highest
dude, I've
grade
used
of
plastic forks that will bend if you
Yeah.
like look at them too hard.
No,
Forget
I
about
just-
putting it in a meatloaf.
I just had a barbecue, and we use plasticware because we're not going to wash all these dishes.
Oh
my
silverware
God.
and things against silverware.
Shut up.
It was a barbecue. And
Feeding
I
like
had
2
my-
dozen people.
You know how big my family is. We
Sure.
have 17 people living in one house. But
Is that true?
yeah,
No, it's not.
yeah, it's totally true.
Do you count the animals?
Well,
Count
okay,
the animals,
not
the
17.
8 cats that we have.
Not 17, but actually how many?
It's me. It's roughly 9.
Wow.
Do you actually have
Jesus.
8 cats?
So my cat had another litter of kittens. So now we have 8 more kittens.
I can feel my allergies just
You just
clogging
use the
everything up
glottal
in my
stop,
face.
and then you use the regular T. You said kittens and then kittens.
Oh.
I saw those because Quincy
Yeah.
does not. She doesn't do glottal stop. She's
I don't, know,
it's
I
like-
don't know exactly what that is. So.
like
a funny word,
so
I know
instead
that.
of kittens, it's kittens.
Yeah.
Where you like
Yeah.
kittens, and she all consistently Latin. I took
Oh.
Latin for 4 years in high school. It's really
Latin.
funny.
Latin.
Yeah, Latin. You know.
Yeah.
We usually say
Ladle.
She says
Yeah,
Latin.
I switched between kittens and kittens.
Kittens.
Like, yeah. But yeah, no, we have another group of 8 kittens in my house. It's great. We kept 2
they're
from the
cute.
last litter. Those guys are adorable.
They're
We're
already
not
pregnant again.
We are not keeping any of these 8. So if Derek, you want a cat?
I would love one, but my father will probably throw it out the window.
your
I could use a
your
good
dad would
perch.
probably love it.
Yeah, I know. No, dude, like my cat loves my cat loves my dad, but my dad also loves my cat.
Yeah.
And it's so cute to like see the man who said no more goddamn pets in the house. Like I don't want another 4-legged piece of shit in this house, and then he's like, "Hey, furball," like rubbing her belly.
Sounds like
and
your dad.
she like hangs out with him while he watches TV.
Wait, which
and-
one?
Yeah.
Oopie.
Opie.
Yeah,
I love your cats so much. Except they just they literally try to kill me.
I know.
Well,
it's so
you
mean.
suffer from a DOT whenever you are around cats.
Yeah, I just like
So-
I walk in like, do you have cats in here?
Like you were just
you.
slowly, you were just taking damage every time that you were in
And,
the room.
and let me tell you, cats love me. If I'm sitting around, cats are walking all over my face. They can just feel like, you like
Sounds about
that?
right.
It's because they're friendly. A lot of cats are just like, I really never want to be pet or touched in any way by, another human being. And
Unless if I want them to do
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
a lot of cats just never want them. Like, a lot of outdoor cats.
Yeah,
They could give a shit if there were people around as long as they get fed.
yeah.
My cats actually crave attention, which is very rare in the feline kingdom.
No, the kittens just run around you. They're like, hey, look at us.
Oh my
And
God,
you're like,
they're so cute.
Get out of here.
Oh, your new cats are like in a weird, like developmental stage where they're not kittens anymore.
Yeah.
And they're not like cats, but they're just like intermediate sized fur balls.
Yeah,
And
it's
they're
great.
they're so sweet. They're so
They're
pretty.
also learning how to be a cat and be a dog because of the two other cats that we have and the 2 dogs that we have running
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Like Dexter, he's not a dog. He's more of a cat. He just lays around and is like, oh God, it's a great day.
It's a homunculus.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great day.
Am I a bad person for like enjoying not having animals in the house ever?
No.
I love it.
It's so much
nice.
less
There's,
work.
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no hair. There's nothing to worry about. I can
The
just
hair.
I can just leave and not have to worry about anything. My house
Yeah.
is gonna be like
That's-
this when I come back.
That's
after a
fine.
month.
I mean, just some people like the companionship of it. So
Jinx,
I,
you
I,
make coke.
I got a right hand, so. You know,
nice.
Are you implying that having an animal helps with that? And you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, a little bit of peanut butter.
A little bit. You can never have enough peanut butter.
We're talking a little bit. I just
All
dip
right,
my balls.
anyway.
I just dip my dick in the peanut butter cup.
Anyway.
Dinner!
Yeah, Tyler, what the
Meaning-
fuck's up with the peanut butter here? Did you use a melon bar to get it out?
is there a baby's arm in this thing?
Anyway, Tyler, you're going to Paris soon.
Yes,
Did you
I
do
am.
anything this week? Like anything in general?
Oh yeah, let me tell you about how I put in the most boring conversations when I'm put up against like in a corner. I was at a bonfire yesterday, and there's these two girls I've never met before, and I'm sitting by the fire,
Okay.
and they're like, "Oh, let's look at the stars. Like that's cool."
Yeah,
Like,
normal
okay.
thing to do.
Oh, did you guys know that that's the Little Dipper and the Polaris at the very end of the Little Dipper? And actually, the slaves followed that north because they had to go up north when they escaped, and that went down to the Underground Railroad. And to find the Little Dipper, the end of the Big Dipper goes into Polaris, which is the Little Dipper. And they're like, yeah.
Yeah, this is not boring at all. That's fucking
that's-
fascinating.
I said that for a
That's-
joke. They actually were super interested in it. But
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Nice
Gotcha.
save.
I was gonna say, they're just being obtuse, but
Yeah.
I think that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Like
It's
the
strong-
song, like, follow the drinking gourd.
so wait, what?
Gourd.
The best way to pass information through slaves, because they couldn't read and stuff, was through songs.
And
So they made a
for
drink.
clarification, we're talking about African American slaves in
Yeah.
the Civil War.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
So
so
there have
the-
been a lot of slaves, at least 10, in the past 1,000 years.
So but yeah, so they used songs to get by, and the drinking gourd was the Little Dipper. That was drinking gourd. So if you follow the drinking gourd, you'll go north no matter
Oh,
what,
right,
which will lead to
okay.
the Underground Railroad.
I remember that song in third grade history.
I still remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I've always held on to information really well.
Yeah. No, I understand. Did you do anything else besides that bonfire? Did you do anything?
I do a lot of
exciting?
things. Last weekend I had was that the party here last weekend? Or was that 2 weekends ago? No, that was last week because I had finals. So that was last weekend.
Yeah, no, it was this
Yep,
most
so I
recent.
had that, and then I went to Lake Winnipesaukee today to a multi-million-dollar house
I know, it's so
with
cool.
like $100,000.
You said it had an
Stinger.
in-home movie theater?
Oh yeah, it had a sauna. It had a It had.
You went to a resort.
Yeah, I had.
You
it had-
basically went to a resort.
It had its own parking lot?
no. It had on the other side of it was a 6-car garage.
No shit. Was that, and the helipad was above that or on the top of the house?
Disgusting.
Okay,
And
so where was the landing strip for the jet?
I know, I wish. And then so I walked into the bathroom and
And there was one-ply toilet paper. God damn it!
no, actually quilted. Great for my butthole.
It was a
It's
quilt.
amazing.
It was an actual quilt.
Yeah.
They're like, just throw it away. We buy hand towels and just throw that shit away when they're done.
What do you use for toilet paper? Spider silk.
What do you use for
What?
toilet paper? Made? Face now! We pay you good money.
Oh no!
It's the old
I
right
can't wipe my
hand.
ass unless I'm degrading someone lower than me. I just can't.
Wait, is it the left hand? Is it because I heard that's why typically you shake with your right hand? Not
Yeah.
because most people are right-handed, but because you would use your left hand to wipe your ass. In absence of toilet paper. So if you shook
that
someone
was
with the left hand.
You
Okay,
can
that's
just, we
fine.
can technically just wash it after, right?
No, but
It's a
in
cultural
the
thing.
olden days.
Yeah, the olden days.
Where
cultural thing.
where people wore wigs because they had so much
Yeah.
lice and shit in their hair, so they just shaved it all
Mhm.
off and
Yeah,
they just wore
it-
wigs instead. And
but
then and it was white because they used the powder to get rid of the lice.
Yep. And they
Huh.
and it
Makes
was
sense.
it was to just show basically how rich you were. Like, look how big and white my hair is.
Which seems like if you saw anybody do that today,
Yeah.
it would be you'd be a laughing
Well, we
stock.
use Rolexes now.
Hey.
But no. So about them, went to the bathroom. I couldn't find the door to the bathroom. So I'm like, what? There's literally no door. It's just a walkway. Inside the bathroom with the sink and the sauna, there was another actual bathroom that you actually went to the bathroom in. I am not shitting you.
Yo, I heard you like bathrooms, so we put a bathroom inside of
so
your
then
bathroom.
I closed the bathroom door and I'm like, okay. I walk out and I was like, what is that? Like, is that a sauna? Open it. It's a sauna. And they're like, what's that? Like, is that another bathroom in the bathroom? Open it up. And I'm like, I'm walking in here. I'm like, what is this? It's a fucking shower? I'm like, this is my
This is
room.
the size of my room, and by this
I'm
time
like-
I'm totally lost.
No, so then the guy
I've
comes
been
in.
lost.
The guy comes in, unzips his pants. No, I'm just kidding. He comes in though, and I'm like, where's the shower? Like, you have to stay in one place? He goes, no, come out. Turns it on. The entire ceiling just starts raining.
Are you kidding
And
me?
I'm like, I look at my mom like, why do you have to be so fucking poor? I'm like, this is amazing. I want a rain
do you
shower.
know what he
What he does.
What he does?
He
Like
sold
what he
Globe.
did to.
He sold Globe for $250 million.
Oh, he was the
That's
owner
all?
of Globe?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And you just
Globe is
sold
a
it
firefighting, fire suit manufacturing.
across
company.
the United
Company.
States. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty.
And he sold it for Mucho Grande.
Yeah.
We probably shouldn't. We should blank this
He
out.
sold it for very big.
Not really.
Huh?
Not really. We didn't say anything like super specific.
True, but like he sold the company, made a lot of money. But he's like
Probably public knowledge.
But
Okay,
yeah,
I'll
but
take
he's
care of it.
he's like one of the nicest guys ever. Like he'll pay for everything all the time.
Fucking better.
My favorite thing though is he doesn't have to.
No, he doesn't. But like, he immediately becomes a Scrooge McDuck. He becomes a miser at that
Yeah.
point. If there's a point where he ever doesn't spring for like beer runs, he's like, can you guys get it this time? Like, can you get my house next time? Like, that'd be
Can you
nice.
cover my mortgage next week?
So then I'm like, I can't wait to see this dude's boat. He's got a big
It's a canoe.
No, huge old boathouse, like huge boathouse. I walk in, it's a dinghy.
Oh yeah, real no
and he
shit.
goes, "This is my dinghy." He's like, why do you have a big boat? And he's like, well, look at if this is broken. He lifts up the engine off the thing. I could just walk over and get it fixed. I could just give him the engine and he could fix it. And I'm like,
So,
That's frugal.
yeah.
so when you were talking to him, and he's like, here, look around my house. Did he have to hand you different keys? Like, here's the spade key, and this only opens certain parts of the house.
I don't have any copies of the map on me right
Yeah.
now, but I do have the map. I'll get it to you at some point.
He just gives you a copy of, like, the first Resident Evil. He's like, all right, so load this up.
So there's a statue.
Yeah.
Don't pick it up. This trap will kill you.
the shotgun above it for looks only, not
Yeah.
touching.
When you take the shotgun off, a door will close. You
And
put
the
shotgun
ceiling's
back,
coming down.
But then you put the shotgun back, it will go up again.
Also, that's how you get into the bathroom.
But then he's like, I don't have. Okay, so downstairs to the left, the information center will have pamphlets.
The butler
see-
will take care of anything you need.
You see that statue? You have to push it
Okay.
across the room.
So when you walk in, left wall, knock twice. Not 3 times. Knock twice.
Wow. Not 3 times. Never knock 3 times.
You will regret it if you knock 3 times.
Cerberus will come for you.
They are listening.
The people in the walls know everything.
They know.
That reminds me of McAfee.
The what?
You know McAfee?
The antivirus code?
And how the guy that made McAfee is an
McAfee?
absolute insane who's like
Isn't it-
who killed his
thought
neighbor's
it was
dogs
McAfee.
because they're spies.
Yeah, he's like a crazy conspiracy theorist guy, like a fucking psychopath.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, he's
People with
he's
money-
bonkers.
people
He's
with
got some
money-
bananas
I just
on
thought
the
he made
brain.
a really, like, impressive virus.
Impressive virus or impressive virus protection software?
No.
Because I think it's more of a virus.
No, it's a
That's very
virus.
tongue in cheek.
It reminds me of that around like in North America, I can't really speak for
Everywhere.
more affluent areas of the U.S., but in Central America at least, housemaids are significantly more common than you might expect. So like the upper middle class, like when I lived in Costa Rica for 6 weeks, and I lived in middle class, and middle class for Costa Rica
Sketchy.
consisted of what we
like,
would call
there's-
sketchy.
There's
Everybody
your pig.
almost. We had chickens that just like fucking dug around in the front yard. We had a really, really angry Rottweiler who was chained to the fence at all times, not as a pet, as a security system.
So I have one really important question.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
name those chickens?
As far as I know, they were named Gaijo and Gajina, which
Okay.
means rooster and hen. That's
Okay.
all I know.
They didn't have any
They-
funny names.
They don't do
They-
pets.
yeah, they-
Any pets there, or any animals or strays, or for labor use only.
Did
And
you see stray dogs in the streets?
Oh yeah. Oh no, it was creepy. They were like
Just hanging out.
they were hanging out. They weren't like killing each other or
Until
anything.
they're hungry.
Huh?
Until they're hungry.
No, but they were pretty mangy and like really thin, and the ones that like ran around like coyotes and their little like creepy feet. But what I was saying is, if a house like what any of us have
Mhm.
would probably have a housemaid in it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It probably
Like
would.
this one?
Huh?
Like this house?
The whole house.
Maybe not.
Your parents are poor, probably not.
No, I meant like this half of the house. Maybe the upper half of your house, very possibly. You have a big ass house.
I have a very big
you
house.
would have a housemaid. You would have a housemaid to take care of
I have
the
an apartment attached to it and
absolutely.
a studio apartment.
Absolutely. It might be an old house, but it's a big ass
Yeah.
house. And you would definitely have a housemaid to take care of your laundry, to take care of guests.
Those are
Like,
called
you're like,
those are called children in America.
Yeah, that's what I had to do for 18 years.
Right.
Now I just put my younger
and you didn't even
siblings
get
on it.
paid for it.
Nope.
Actually,
No, I did. I got a house.
Yeah. Okay. Good point.
I didn't do chores until after 18.
That's ridiculous.
Didn't do a thing of chores my entire life.
Do you still not do your own laundry?
I do my laundry now.
Oh
Wow.
Big step up. Big.
I see that.
You know,
Sucks.
golf-
Round of
I-
applause. Good
If
job.
only you could see his look he just gave me when he said that. The fucking pretentious bastard. So you still don't do your laundry,
right? You bragged about it. Are you kidding me? You said, hey, I'm not saying anything, but I don't wash my own shirts.
Tyler, I used to come home from school and have a list of things to do. Be like, here's my section of the house that I have to do today.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Okay, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
My parents
So what's it like being poor?
My parents are more
What's
like.
it like having a big family? You're
No, I'm just kidding.
My parents are more like, if you have a job, you really don't we don't expect a lot of you. Like, do the dishes. Like, I mean, take care of my own shit, my own laundry, whatever. Do the dishes, vacuum the house once every 3 weeks or something. But, I have a job, so I have to work my ass off. And they don't really expect me to do a lot of shit. And Heather's, my mom's biggest thing is I have a request of you.
Oh.
Could you go out into the garden and lift this rock that no human can lift? No man can do it.
No man has been able to lift
I'm serious.
this rock.
She's trying to plant a tree, and it's it's like an actual see, I don't weigh that much, but the rock weighs more than me. That's what I'm
Okay.
trying to get at. So gravitationally speaking, that doesn't really make sense. So it's a lot of levers and pulley systems, and I spend an hour trying to get this fucking rock out of the ground. That's the biggest chore.
I have a really funny image in my head, your mom coming in with a scroll, hear ye, hear ye.
I have a request for you, son of mine.
Any willing adventurer.
What's the payout? 30 pence.
Ooh.
8 pieces of 8. Ooh.
Just really old.
So Tyler, you'll be gone by the time this is up.
Oh yeah, more than likely.
Yep, I'm leaving tomorrow. So
Yeah. So is that everything that you did worthy of note for your week?
You
I'm
know,
just writing this down. I got to
Yeah.
keep track of what you're doing.
yeah.
honestly, can we-
Anything you can think of.
Anything.
Where were you this past week?
Your mom asked.
Can I be honest? My whole life is just a blur mostly. I live in the moment and only in the moment. I don't think
wow,
of the future or past.
We're just moving right on.
No, every day is just this is it. This is the day, and then I'm I don't really remember. I don't keep track of what I did before.
That's funny you say that, because I was just thinking today about I don't really even remember going to college.
That was.
I remember.
recently.
That was so recent, and it went by in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, can you talk about how fast? I remember.
It was fast. I feel like I was prying myself to think of memories. I was okay, you went to college, right? Remember that time you got way too drunk on Jameson and then threw up in the bath? I was trying to
Remember that time we got way too
remember.
drunk every single weekend?
every single weekend. Whoops. No, I totally know what you mean. As we get older and we start enjoying ourselves, time starts to
Fuck,
really
dude.
fly
I
by.
remember yelling at people with a microphone.
With a megaphone.
Yeah, microphone. Hey everyone.
It's just you in the room and they can't
Talking
hear
to
you.
my laptop.
It's just a karaoke
You're
machine.
we're gonna record this. It's gonna be so funny later.
But yeah, I remember you're going to your very first dorm and just hanging out forever ago, and we would have 2 other people, and we play cards and get have 5 beers and get drunk.
Yeah.
I
Seems
think
like
I was down in
yesterday.
Georgia when you first moved.
When
to
I
the
first-
dorms,
yeah,
and
you
then
were
I
down in
came.
Georgia.
Yeah, then I came back.
Yeah.
And then we.
I remember
for a
before
little while.
college, we went to NHTI. We hung out at the pawn shop.
Oh fuck yeah! No, that's
That's
right.
Yeah, that's NHTI.
I wish I didn't go there. For
I
my
know.
You shouldn't go to what?
I wish I didn't go to the tech for my freshman year. It was, admittedly, extremely cheap, and I didn't have the money to pay for it, but my dad wrote a check on the spot, and said, "Here, go to college for a year," because it really wasn't any object to him. It was
You're doing this.
it was not even 5 figures. Yeah, go right ahead and do it.
It wasn't 5 figures.
No,
The money, no, not at all.
it was 4 at most.
Yeah, it was what, $3,000, $4,000
If
for
that.
a
Yeah,
year, if that.
yeah. Granted, it's
If-
$6,000 a
well,
year for me.
Well, actually, it's way less.
Counting
That's
summers though
great.
too.
Yeah, no, that's
Is it-
great.
It was way less because you didn't dorm, did you?
Oh no.
Yeah.
So it was probably 2.5.
God,
Yeah.
can you?
If that.
And now, what was it, $15,000 a semester?
And now you're a fucking adult with a full-time job that has outrageous loans.
Yep.
Sounds great.
No, it's awesome.
No, I love seeing people with master's degrees being waiters and waitresses. Just saw that today. That's really depressing.
It's really sad.
You know?
You know, I'm working, and I am extremely blessed to have a big boy job right out of college. Like, this is...
You guys so fucking lucky. That is
I really did, and I take it for granted because I fucking hate it because it, like, ruins my body, and I feel like I'm too young for this, like, type of strenuous... It's not labor, but it's standing in one place in the sun for...
That's why I work education.
Today you were just standing on tarmac, weren't you?
In a parking lot.
Shitty.
Oh,
that's really shitty for your feet.
Your soles must be killing you.
Dude, it's not even my soles. The biggest thing, my shins. The little tendons that run up here. And I find myself like, I'm going to stand up. I find myself all day just like, oh, I can't move my legs. And I lean down and every, like, ligament and bone in my body pops. I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Like, God.
And I work with Randy is he's in my coworkers. He's older. I still don't know how old he is, but he's got gray hair. He's got a full head of gray hair.
If you had to guess.
If I had to guess,
yeah,
I would say that Randy is young, early 40s. And I feel bad complaining about my legs because
he's right there.
He's been doing it for 20 years.
He's been doing it for 3 years, but he's been in the army. Like, he's experienced his fair share, and he's just cooking in the sun, like toasting his skin. Like,
and he could eat. I was like, care less.
Yeah, I was like, dude, are you good? He's like, yeah. No, yeah, I'm all right.
No, these legs, he slaps them. Can't feel a damn thing.
That's kind of true. He's got cook's fingers. He can't feel in his hands. He's like separating boiling hot pizza, like.
He has weight, like it's just callous stuff, and he just can't.
Do you feel like a humongous pussy around him?
Yes. No, I do. So I felt good today when he started complaining, and I was like, okay, we're good. We're on the same level. I'm in roughly the same territory of pain that you're in right now, and we're both ready to go home. Yeah.
Honestly, like, what's the longest you've been at a fucking selling point?
Well, it's about
from start up to like finally packing away.
9 hours. 9 hours.
But that's not counting the driving.
Not counting the driving.
Wow, what a day!
I work 12-hour days very frequently.
Damn, I work 7-hour days. I'm like, I am so ready to go home.
Yeah, I drove to Boston the other day, to the Whole Foods there. And let me tell you, did I tell you about the homeless couple?
Yeah, you told me.
That came in. This lady and man come in to, they're walking to Whole Foods and the lady's pushing the guy. And I was like, here's pizza. Like, go ahead and try a slice. And like, oh my God, it's so good. Like, that's everybody's reaction because it's excellent pizza. And
you're in front of them. They don't want to say it shit too in front of you. They don't want to say it shit right in front of you because you just gave them free food.
Oh well. Perhaps the homeless crowd might not, but you'd be surprised how many people say, "I don't like it," and walk away. I'm like,
they don't give you like any constructive feedback.
Nothing. They say yeah. It's not quite like at the infantile level, but it's like too salty. I'm like, that's literally what the fuck is wrong?
Oh, absolutely.
Just get rid of the salt. And so they're like, it's really good. And I was like, it's frozen pizza. You can take it right home, like put it in the freezer or whatever. And the guy's like, we should get one. She's like, where are we going to put it? We don't have a house. And he's like, oh, shit, you're right. And I was like, oh my. And they looked at me like, you know how it is. I was like, take 2 more slices, both of you. Like, please.
You know how it is. I don't.
On the flip side of that coin, well, I worked in Manchester the other day. Elm Street, downtown Manchester.
Have fun with that.
Right across from the Veterans Center.
It's like pawn shop days. Go on.
Oh, worse.
Way worse. Manchester, way worse.
For instance, there was a man in a little market basket go-kart, you know what I'm saying? Like the little like buzzes. Yep. And he was just zipping back and forth. At first, going chronologically, he came in. And he's like, what do we got here? I was like, we got pizza. And he's got his veteran's hat on. And I was like, crippled veteran. Like, Jesus. Take a slice, take 2 slices. He took 3.
Wow.
And he went on his way. And
he just added it up. You're like, take a slice, take 2 slices. So he's like 3
slices.
He's like, my memory may be going, but that's 3 slices. So he came back. Nothing was in his cart.
Hat?
No. Still his veteran's hat, still in his wheelchair, and he took 3 more slices. Did that again. Took 3 or 4. And he came back, and he didn't have anything in his cart the whole time. And by the 4th time he came back, I was like, look, you've taken a whole pizza by this point. We have to feed everybody. And you know how, like, you can have 1 more.
Yeah.
But really just Try not to just buy one if you want to do that. You've saved yourself $8. Congratulations. And he's like, oh, all right. He went away. 30 minutes went by.
Oh my god.
Guess who came by cruising on his bike, pedaling like there's no tomorrow. His legs were totally fine. Looked me right in the eyes and kept going. I was like, is that veteran's hat even real? Like that, and I feel terrible for thinking it, but like I feel like I wouldn't put it past him to like put on the veteran's hat, get in the wheelchair, get some sympathy, get some free food, and like.
Can I be honest with you?
How do
people live life being such a piece of shit?
It's sad. I was like, you saved yourself $10 on a pizza. Granted, a very expensive frozen pizza, but it's excellent at the cost of your dignity. So it's up to you.
Do you get free pizza from that job?
I'm sorry.
Do you get free? Can you get frozen pizza at your house? Like, do you get those things for free?
I can get you 30 pizzas if you want. Yeah. No, I'm serious.
Would you ever bring one in? Because I actually want to try it since you've been talking it up. Like,
of course.
It's good pizza. I want one.
Yeah, no.
I would try one. I don't want 30 of them.
Oh, no.
No, I'm just saying the amount that we use is exorbitant.
Like, I am so down. I love frozen pizza. Like, I think frozen pizza is almost better than ordering out pizza sometimes. Like, our technology with pizza and, like, how we've got made them is so good now. Like, you can, when you open it, it's like a fresh pizza. Like, it's outrageous. It's not delivery.
And ours is good. Guy came up to me and said, "Is this DiGiorno?" I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Ha!" I walked away. I was like, and so here's a list. He's snapping, walking into the fucking store.
Finger guns, like,
hey.
See you next time.
I can break down the list for you what the 60+ crowd tells me every day. And I'm gonna go based on. So we do 2 different types of events. I do demos where I have a little tiny toaster oven and I'm inside Market Basket.
He's got an easy bake.
And then I have an easy bake oven, and then we have the big wood-fired oven. So
Does that tow back in the back of a truck or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So this is my lunch today. Hear that one every day, about 8 times.
This is gonna be great
because
for
they bought it or because they're eating the pizza.
Huh? What?
Oh, jeez.
Are they eating it this is
Yeah,
my lunch day? Or they mean I'm gonna buy this pizza?
No. Yeah,
today.
exactly. They have one piece, and they do the the elderly thing, which I realized recently. Did you guys notice that older people stick their tongue out first before they eat food? They don't eat food and they open their mouth and they go.
Yeah, everything's dying on them.
It's like their tongue falls out of their mouth. They have to use to cradle the food before they.
It's like
I was talking more about the whole like breathing like.
Well, that too. So I hear, oh, I haven't eaten. This is my lunch today. I hear, do I get the oven? Does that oven come with this pizza too? Hear
That's
that about
funny.
10 to 15
That's
times.
pretty funny.
You should look at him.
No, I have to, oblige them and be like, if you sell your car first.
You should say that one.
I said that to like, how much does that oven cost? I was like, you'd have to sell your car, which is true. It's a very fucking expensive oven. It's French.
And it's portable. That's badass.
It's nailed to the truck. Like, you can't move it.
Oh, so they just literally bought it and just nailed it to a truck?
Well, we bought it from France, and I don't know how much company secrets I should be. It's not a secret, obviously.
We dabble cocaine on the pizza.
Don't tell anyone. Addictive. But no, we bought it in France and had a guy in Maine put it together and just drilled them into the back.
This pizza's so good, my face is numb.
This pizza's so good, my gums are bleeding. Anyone else has that?
Go on.
It's pretty good.
This is interesting.
This is my lunch. How much does that oven cost? Where can I find the sugar? People think I work for Market Basket.
Sugar specifically?
It's fascinating because what's at Market Basket? People in red coats, people in blue coats, people in white coats that work in separate departments.
I thought you just meant people who go shop.
No, people.
I was like, this is a very specific group
demographic.
of people.
Employees of Market Basket
have
different color-coded coats that are exactly the same design. And I wear a hat that says American Flatbread, a big black chef's coat that buttons all the way up that says American Flatbread. And
that's so pandering.
Huh? We have to. And they say,
you're putting a fucking pizza in an oven, you're not making it. But is it just to sorry, not to say your shit at your job?
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I'm saying that's totally like making you think that it's like
it's made.
Homemade, like this. I know it's homemade anyway, but not homemade.
Man, you should just crack the key to marketing. You should call somebody about that.
Don't give me that bull. Don't fucking do that to me.
No, but it's very true. You're very right. It's a frozen pizza. And they say, you know where I would find the mustard?
Maybe I don't work here.
Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to say that. I can never say I don't work here. I usually give it my best fucking shot.
Over there.
There. I've gestured to be like that way.
Which way? Nah.
Nah.
There.
And the other thing I do is, well, I work for a company called American Flatbread, but I could probably try and help you find someone who works here. And
you then walk them around the store.
Oftentimes somebody will be walking by and they're like, "Do you know what if I ask that guy?" Just be like, "That guy probably knows more than I do."
Another question. You're around the shops around like 11, 12ish. Well, most people are working.
Yeah.
So is your demographic almost always elder people?
Yes. Yep. That's actually the biggest target, the market target that we want to hit is
Does it come with
elderly.
tapioca?
Yeah. Elderly, no. And I say elderly, senior citizens. I'm sorry. Senior citizens do not want to buy the pizza. They would like to con you out of some free pizza and act like they're doing that. And they would say, "Oh, this is my lunch," and they would take one and walk away, and that's it. But our biggest market is middle-aged women, for like 40ish, 30ish,
So
because
are you saying
they're
every
the,
single marketing thing in the world that's always targeted towards them? That's like the number one thing you fight for.
Right.
Like back in the 60s, get those housewives that are just sitting at home all day while they're
and
men
it's
are
not
working.
even that. It's not even that. It's that, according to numbers, they're the ones who do the shopping.
Oh,
Like,
true.
think of how many dads you know that go out and do the shopping for their family. Nobody. The mothers of the household are, who have the say. Yeah, right.
The kids
No,
over
dude,
at
I
my
leverage
household.
kids over their mothers so hard. Like, their kids like, "Pizza, pizza." They're doing a little bounce like pizza. I'm like doing a dance with them. Like, yeah, you want some
If
pizza?
your mom loves you, she'll get you it.
Yeah, no. So I said, if she likes this pizza, which it looks like she does, like we got coupons here, and they're like, "Guess I should buy one." And they're like, "Mom, it's really good." I do want to tell you a funny thing that happened today.
Yep.
Cute little kid. We were selling our tomato pizza. It's got sliced tomatoes on top, and I told him which types of pizza they had, and the kid looks at me and goes, "I want cheese." And I was like, "You want cheese? We can get you cheese." And but the flavor is called sliced tomato and 5 cheese. So he just heard cheese. So I gave him a slice, and he was walking away, and he goes, "Hey, I don't like tomato. Why did you put it on my pizza?"
You're like, it's free, you can't complain.
It was so fucking cute. I was laughing so hard.
You're like, sorry.
Oh, kids love kids like that though. Like,
I hate kids like that.
I love kids like that. Like,
He wasn't mean about it. He was
Oh.
just being a kid about it.
Sassy.
He doesn't
Oh, okay.
understand.
No, I
that he doesn't have
thought
a
you
choice.
said okay. The way
No,
that
he said thank you, and I'd like that one, please.
I love sassy kids.
He was a little sass box.
Adore them. Like, my favorite thing is like, all right, sweetie, time to pick up. Like, oh, you're so cute when you're mad at me. I'm like, I'm so bad at that shit.
Do it. I've been
love
really enjoying. So we have like Manchester, actually, so, like huge Spanish-speaking population, and
surprisingly.
not really. It's an urban area. They,
guess.
you know, it's a lot of, we don't have people who speak Spanish around here, but being fluent in Spanish is awesome for this job because. Fuck, that helps you sell a pizza. Because it really pains me to say that, and, I just realized I've been talking for, like...
I like it.
The wow.
You've been talking for roughly, 15 minutes.
It's always me that talks. So I
know,
like it.
well, okay.
And
fair
Daren.
enough. I'd like you guys to talk more. Anyhow.
Well, I mean, you're just explaining.
In the U.S., it's not common to know any language other than English. And that's, to me...
It's really dumb.
It's really dumb. It shouldn't be that way. To that extent, it makes people that...
do know the language.
that do know a different language other than English really appreciate it when you know a different language.
Yeah.
To the point where, I'm a white person in Costa Rica, people were amazed I spoke Spanish. And they're like, "Your Spanish is so good. Like, where did you learn?" And I'm like, why would you be amazed if I'm in your
Country.
territory?
Yeah.
And I'm not a tourist. I'm fucking living here in like a shitty room with no screens. Like, I'm living this
There's
life
a bat
with
in my
you.
room.
There was nesting bugs in my room. They were gross. So what I was saying with this is, a Spanish lady comes up and coworker is like, she's like, is free? And he's like, yeah, it's totally free. Like, grab a slice or whatever and he can get it. She's like, is free. Like, she's trying to get the point across, and she grabs a pizza. She goes, "Es spice?" And I latched on to that because if it's a word that begins with S and they start it with an before the S, like es spice or es Santa Claus, that's a Spanish accent. It's a Latin American accent.
Okay.
So I latched on to that and was like, I didn't know it's like habla español, and she's like, oh, and she's like super
Really?
excited.
That's
Oh,
She's
I'm
like,
sure, because she gets to just talk in her native language.
exactly, so she can appreciate someone like that, and like I'm being like amicable towards her. I'm telling her about the pizza, I know all the ingredients, I know how to say how to cook it, and she's like, absolutely, like I'd love a couple coupons, and it's all in Spanish, but I'd love a couple coupons. I'll go buy a couple pizzas right now. I'm like, fuck yeah, like that feels good.
Do you see them buy it, or do you just trust that they bought it?
People walk out. Well, when I'm in the store, usually I have them stocked right there, and they go out and pick it. But I was outside today, and she comes out like waves it at you like, compre uno, like I bought one.
Do you get did your boss
Commissions?
see you? Not commissions. I know he doesn't make
No,
commissions.
I was just trying to finish his work.
Do you like when the boss sees you, like, good job today, Derek, or something like that?
No,
Slaps him on the butt.
Like,
You know,
you
good
don't
job.
get a
Good
lot of
hustle.
compliments at your job.
no, I'm basically nobody.
Really?
Yeah.
So you do basically
Because the
you're
marketing-
grunt work.
Yep. Well, no. And that's kind of what feels bad is because the marketing team consists of me, my coworker, and our boss of marketing. So it's me and Randy. Like
That's the marketing team?
Yep.
Well,
Wow.
For the greater New England area.
Well, it's
That still seems really small.
It's not
is.
because with frozen pizza, when people want frozen pizza, you don't need to talk them into it. They just want an easy meal.
Dude, this
They're gonna
pizza
pick-
sells itself too.
Yeah, especially with the marketing is all on the box, not you.
No, I'm just
Well,
surprised that it's
not
three
really.
people.
I've sold 150 pizzas in a
I'm
day.
talking about in places that you're not there.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes.
So,
yes.
so they're
yes.
way more interested in marketing in the box than him.
I understand that. I'm just saying that I'm surprised that it's 3 people
Oh yeah.
for a marketing team for the greater
For an
New England
international
area.
company, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree
We
with
sell
that.
across every state, 50 states.
Yeah.
But I go to Connecticut, Vermont, Maine, Mass.
Yeah.
Do you think your pizza is better than
Infinitely.
DiGiorno and stuff?
He's not, and
infinitely.
he's not just saying that because he works there.
I'm not. It's just unbelievably
How's the bread?
good pizza. What?
I'm all about bread in the pizza. How's the bread?
It's flatbread.
You lost
So
me.
It's
crust,
thin and crispy.
crust, it's crispy.
It's
Crust
thin and
is-
crispy. It's thin and crispy.
I don't go for I don't care if it's healthy. I want that big fat bread that I can just chew on.
New York style.
Absolutely.
I dig that
hate-
too.
I
dig that too.
I hate way chewy crust.
Really?
I hate
What about
Jack's. Yeah,
you? Don't
no.
really like Jack's?
I like their pizza. I don't eat their crust.
Do you want me to tell you how I see pizza? I see pizza as toughing it through the gross shit to get to the bread.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
No, are you the same way? I'm like, I gotta eat all this cheese. Okay, but I'm going for that bread.
Just order a calzone.
I do all the time.
Darren, next time take
Fold that shit in
your
half.
Jack's pizza
Yeah.
because the pizza's good.
Yeah,
And even
that's
if you don't like
okay.
the crust,
I mean, it's the best in town.
Dude, I want pizza
Exactly.
right now, like fucking bad.
we can order
I want-
pizza after this. Take the
I
crust,
think it's closed.
take
Yeah,
the
it's
crust,
closed.
like rip it open, and
Dump it in like ranch.
I've seen people that are criminally insane do that, but
Oh.
you can pour in balsamic vinegar and olive oil, dip it in there
so
and
you just
try
make
it.
it into like a, okay.
That's how you
I-
eat a crust.
Well, that's a lot of work for my pizza that I just like.
Oh, well, balsamic, you're done. It's a
I'm
bowl.
just saying-
You have the bowl. You use it for the crust. It's good. It's worth it.
I'm just saying, I usually just eat the pizza and then I usually give the crust to my dogs.
Shame. It's a shame. But
Well,
I
the
know why.
big chewy crust
Yeah, no,
I
no,
give
no.
to my dogs. Usually I eat like thin, crispy crust. But
Darren,
yeah.
anything cool?
well-
Anything cool happened recently?
actually, I just went to go see Uncle Drew. Yeah.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah, the movie.
No shit.
Yeah, I went to go see Uncle Drew
So-
earlier today.
What strikes me about that is that's a fucking awesome YouTube segment, and it looks like a terrible movie.
It
That
was
looks awful.
Okay, so I went into the so
You know what it is originally, right?
somewhat.
Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love are two. Kyrie Irving now plays for the Celtics. Kevin
Yeah.
Love played this year for the Cavs, NBA pros, and they did makeup and dress themselves up as old people.
Oh,
And they went to the court, like Bronx
Yeah.
courts, and like,
Harlem.
yo, you guys
yeah.
want to play some fucking basketball? And they take it and they dribble the ball. They fiddle fucking off their
Yeah.
foot or whatever. And then they start like, yo, alley-oop on this bitch. Like,
That's what they
dunking
did.
shit.
That's what they did.
That's
in
the original
movie.
YouTube segment.
But because me and the other guys wanted to go see a movie. Everybody wanted to go see this, and I was like, oh, because they're like, any good movies out? I'm like, Ant-Man and Wasp. I'll go see that. And they're like, no. I'm like, oh. So we went to go see Uncle Drew because they also wanted to see a
How was
comedy. Better than I thought from the 2 trailers that I saw.
1 out of 10.
It
On
like
it
my
got a 1 out of
scale?
10. You just looked it up.
My scale?
No.
Like, what would I rate it?
Yeah, scale.
6.
Oh, you said 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
I thought you meant it got a 1 out of 10. Not
No.
1 through 10.
I would say like a 6, 6.5. Funny, like way funnier than I thought, and also has some really heartwarming moments with the old cast because they're actually supposed to be old in this movie. Just like because it's more of a get the band back together movie than a basketball movie.
Right.
Basketball there is as a framing device. Like, we're gonna go play in the basketball game. And it's like, we gotta get the old team back together. And so they go travel and get the old squad. And it's really heartwarming with the old guys. They're like, oh man, like we haven't seen each other for like 30 years.
Badass.
And like they all have something different. Like there's one that's like somewhat blind, but if he has those like his actual glasses on, he can actually finally see.
Yep.
One who hasn't walked for like 20 years, and then they get out his like Uncle Drew. He gets out his shoes. And he's like, "Hey, here you go." And he walks.
Badass.
Like, yeah.
So like when like with the Danny DeVito cameo, like how'd you feel when they did that? Like when he showed up and like started, like dunking really hard on people. Like how did you feel about that?
It was really good.
It was good. Okay.
But no, yeah, the movie decent. I don't watch basketball, but I've played some of it in real life. I've also played
In real life,
in
huh?
real life.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
Because I was gonna
Okay,
say,
Mr. Athlete.
well, I was gonna say,
You got a fan.
Hey!
But-
Tyler just came in and
My
pulled out a
mom-
box of the pizza that I
My
sell.
mom is an absolute fanatic for this pizza.
That's so
But-
awesome.
Now I'm eating some right now.
but I was gonna say, because I've also played, because I like street basketball where it's not like super
Official.
Yeah, super official. And I really liked the old NBA Street games.
Dude.
Where it was like 4v4 or
Yeah.
5v5. It was really
and
fun.
you could like run off walls and
Yeah,
shit.
it was really like characteristic, and all the characters are totally different. It was really fun. I was like, that was the only real basketball game that I've played for video games. But yeah, no, it was good. It was a good movie. I still wanted to go see Ant-Man and Wasp more, but
Or The Incredibles 2.
or The Incredibles 2.
I would love to see that. I love
We
The
should go
Incredibles.
see it.
I would go see that. Actually, I would definitely go see that.
I've heard that there are multiple really intensive seizure segments.
Sign me
that
up.
Really?
They don't really acknowledge
They
it,
don't-
or maybe they've made an edit now that says it.
Oh
But,
yeah,
like,
like Mr. Incredible's like dream sequence
Yeah,
scene where
it's,
they
like,
yeah, it's just like
flashy,
an LSD trip. They just throw it on screen.
Like
I
the
heard
old,
about
like the
that.
old
It's so
Pokemon
weird.
episode. It's like,
yeah,
Yeah, they play the Lavender Town music and everything.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
but no. But yeah, no, it just flashes on screen.
how do we still know that exact song to our minds? Go
Because
on.
I can't forget it.
Yeah, but it just like from what I've heard, it just flashes on screen like multiple times in the movie.
It's like subliminal messages like drink Coca-Cola. It's like
That's like your parents.
half a million.
Look up fan art of Elastigirl.
Stop staring at perfect Kama Sutra flexible ass one.
But other than that, nothing crazy. I've started up another Fallout New Vegas playthrough. So yeah.
Oh, I love New Vegas.
Well, I have
any of you guys like New Vegas more than 3? Or?
yes,
Yes.
New
Okay.
Vegas is.
I think Fallout 3 had better DLC.
Okay. That's
So
fine.
I would say yeah, there are some. Which
All
like
of
all in general or all of them?
The Chinese one was amazing.
Operation Anchorage.
Yeah.
yeah.
Alien one was actually kind of boring, but it was actually still pretty good.
Mothership Zeta was fun.
And they give you enough ammo to last you for the next 8 years. Playing that game.
Well,
straight.
like if you remember, because you find the alien blaster in Fallout 3, and you're like, all right, I have 50 shots, and then you get that DLC. You're like,
I have 500
They
shots.
start you off like 300. I used the alien blaster. That I was kind of
Fallout
mad. I was
3.
kind of mad. Yeah, I was kind of mad at that because I was having a hard time with the game. I get the alien blaster. It's like getting the Drake sword. Like
Yeah.
everyone just dies when I hit them. And I'm like, this is
yeah.
kind of boring.
But I've started up a New Vegas playthrough, but I've also have this mod called The Tale of Two Wastelands, where you play through.
Oh, the Garfield
3.
one? Yeah. Oh, it's Tale of Two Keys.
You're just a regular kitten, and then
But-
there's a prince one that looks just like you.
And then
But-
Normal comes in.
But no, you play through Fallout 3,
Could have had that
and
Lazar
then
guy.
there's you get there's a vertibird or something that will bring you over to New Vegas, and you start New Vegas,
Oof.
and so you play through both of them. So I'm in the middle of
Awesome.
Fallout 3 right
Do
now.
they call it vertebrate because like vertical?
Well, that's it for the podcast.
This is a good one.
Here on the crime-solving podcast, we crack the
Can we
hardest
be honest,
cases.
though? What is weird? That's the exact same pizza you were selling today.
What?
It's the exact same pizza you were selling today.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
How weird is that, too?
That's weird for me. I don't really want to think about work right now. Oh, what I'd like you to do, read the back of the box.
Oh,
Read the back of the box really sultry into the mic right here. And try not to laugh when you read it.
Tucked away in the White Mountains of New England, artisan bakers work an earthen oven formed with clay. Here, from the Union of Fire, Rock. What the fuck is this? Are you serious?
I'm serious. Keep reading.
And the finest all-natural ingredients comes a carefully prepared handmade flatbread that is truly nutritious, light, crisp, flavorful, and wonderfully convenient. This is a pizza that's both good and good for you. This is a pizza with integrity.
Okay, the beginning of
This
that.
is so stupid.
The beginning of that is Dark Souls lore, like tucked away in the mountains.
Forged in fire. Forged in fire.
When it's time for pizza, you can't go wrong with slices of plump, vine-ripened tomato and rich,
we can stop
delicious
this
small
segment.
batch handcrafted cheese, including maple smoked cheddar, sage cheese, and flavorful Asiago cheese.
Asagiago?
Asagiato.
That's the parrot from Aladdin.
What did you say?
Iago. Oh, Asiago.
Asago cheese, all made with care in Vermont.
Yell into the microphone.
Enjoy.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
I was going to say I saw I went to the movies and I saw a few trailers, like actually pretty good looking trailers. There's a new Robin Hood movie coming
It
out.
was awful. It was
What?
absolute garbage. I can tell you right now, write this down. Robin Hood will be complete flop. Absolute flop.
What?
You heard it here first. Prediction.
No, it is. I can
2018,
tell when movies are
2019.
gonna flop, and that's gonna flop.
I don't know.
It's gonna be John Carter flop bad.
I don't know. I watched.
Is
the
The Rock
trailer.
in- is The
Well,
Rock
I
in it?
really
No, so it's gonna flop.
no. It's a.
Are you sure
it's
The
a
Rock
no.
is not Dwayne Johnson, Robin Hood?
Well, welcome to the
My family's in that skyscraper.
welcome to the 12th movie about Robin Hood in the past 10 years.
Well,
Hey, I
no,
don't
not
think so.
No, there was that one remake
That was garbage too.
that I didn't like. That remake.
We had Men in Tights.
Yeah, that's
well,
fine.
we had
That's
the
a good
Men in
one.
Tight ones. There was the BBC TV show. It ran for like 3 seasons, and that's how long it is. It's really good. But I'm really excited for this one. It looked really good. They nailed.
Who's in it? Who's in it?
The dude from Gentleman.
Oh,
Spy.
Gentleman. Yeah,
The Gentleman Spy.
Kingsman.
Yeah.
Eggsy?
Yeah.
Like the main character?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, it's
no,
the
it's
main,
actually,
it's the
yeah.
main character.
And
That was
he plays the
Okay,
he plays
okay. No, I see that.
and he plays the king,
He plays Prince.
but he also plays Robin Hood.
No, he doesn't.
He's Robin Hood.
No,
Yes.
that's not how Robin Hood works.
But no.
No, you mean like it's
he
the
plays
same
the
character
he plays
cast
the
as
prince, and he also plays Robin Hood.
Weird.
I don't think so. Oh, I'm sorry.
you-
Darren's
you
got
watch
a
the
text.
trailer?
Turn your phone
Yeah,
off.
I did.
She goes, "You wouldn't be that." He's talking like his prince thing.
No.
And she's like, "You wouldn't be Robin Hood. I know you don't have a good badge." She's like, "I think I would surprise you." And then it shows like him being Robin Hood.
Are you sure that she's not talking to Robin of Locksley?
No, because he puts a 300 gold bounty on his own head.
I don't
That's a
know.
power move.
I would
That's-
have,
you need
I
to-
would have to
power move.
rewatch
You
the
got to.
trailer, but because from what I saw, I thought she was just talking to a noble because Robin of Locksley, who is the Jarl or whatever of Locksley,
That's German.
or whatever. I don't know what it
No,
is.
it's not German.
But but he owns Locksley, so he's a noble technically. So that's what I thought.
Yeah,
I might be wrong.
No, you should just watch it.
I
It's
might be
actually-
wrong,
No,
but
it's
it
an
looks
interesting
good.
take on it. I agree. What's your favorite Jarl?
Back to Yarlcast. Definitely whoever runs Whiterun. I don't fucking remember his
Bulgra?
name. Thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
Thank you.
Who's a Jarl of Foxrooth who could give a shit about
Oh,
his job?
I don't know. I never really went to Falkreath.
That's the best. That's the best.
I
Town,
liked-
and that's
I
the
liked
best
it.
town.
What if President Donald J. Trump was put in as DLC in Skyrim and he was a Jarl of Whiterun? Do you think things would change?
and the show is wrong. Oh, control the law.
but
Thanks for that.
but no,
valuable input.
Falkreath has one of the best designs as a town. I never really talked to. I don't remember the Jarl at all.
Talking about Skyrim, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Skyrim.
Ooh, can we talk about My Hero Academia for a second?
Briefly.
Yeah, sure.
Depending on spoilers.
Well, you're how far in now?
I just got to the point where
Can you-
All Might Jr. and Grenade Hands
Gaku and Bakugo.
went up against All Might, and they just in the
Oh, they
finals.
did the training thing.
Yes. Oh, not in the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been out for like
I
a
think-
year and a half.
Am I almost?
But
That's the third season still though. Am I getting close to
You're-
the end of? Am I almost caught up?
Season 1?
No, I'm on season 3.
What?
Every
No,
time
you're
they
not.
every time
No, you're
every,
not.
every
No,
time
you're
they
not.
change their song, it's a new season in the intro, right?
Nope.
What?
There's like 12 episodes, 20 episodes in a season.
What episode are you on?
Yeah, just
Do you know?
No.
what the how the fuck not?
Whenever they change, whenever they change
No.
the song, it's a new season. I
No.
Because like, oh,
What?
we're back with a new song.
No, sometimes that's often. That's sometimes the
Usually.
case. That's the
Wait,
case with
so what
that's the case with
happened-
serial animes. This is
What?
like a
What happened the previous episode?
They're just going through everyone else going against the pros to pass, and they had
That's
two heroes.
yeah, it's season
versus-
1.
I'm still on season 1.
Yes.
It's been like 40 episodes.
You'll see when it
No,
comes
you
around. We'll
haven't
say
been through 40 episodes.
I've been through a lot of episodes. That is not the
You
first
might
season.
you might be at like the beginning of season 2, if I remember correctly.
40 episodes is deep into season 2.
Hold on. Has this isn't really a spoiler because it's not.
They're way past the hero killer.
Oh, okay. So never mind. So yeah,
Oh.
he is. All right. So I guess I'm remembering wrong.
Hero
Shit.
killer is after
Don't-
the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hero Killer's
Okay.
cool.
Yeah. But don't.
And I just
Don't say anything yet.
found out
Okay, so
about
yes,
One
you're
for All. And All for
Okay.
One.
So yes, you're almost to season 3, I think.
Are
Or
you-
you're beginning? I don't know.
Okay.
how
Are
the
you?
fuck
Oh,
do
let me
this.
say. Are you making pizza in the
Yes.
middle of our goddamn podcast?
You're your fault for talking about pizza.
It's.
But you could have waited.
I'm
Ladies and
hungry.
gentlemen, this is how good of a salesman I am. I don't even have to try.
Okay.
It just comes. I could sell snow to the Eskimos.
You're
It just
so
comes out of my
true.
mouth.
When he started talking about pizza, I wanted pizza, and
Okay.
I just needed to have that pizza.
That's what
When
I
he was
do
talking
for a
about the free
living. That's my
slices, to
job.
cut the nice hot pizza slices, I'm like, I
oh,
need that
just-
now.
We should get off of pizza.
You probably will never eat pizza again in your life, though.
No, I eat it every day.
So we should
I
probably
hate it.
we should get off.
You know what I
of
had for
pizza.
lunch today? Pizza.
Oh, like with Subway. I worked at Subway, and I had Subway every single day, and I never got sick of it.
Subway's okay.
Yeah, I
It's
like
okay.
it.
They're not. It's.
I don't get it.
You know, and
super
I'm
often.
assuming, based on insider trading, that it's not
Super
as fresh as we expect it to
Oh
be.
no. Well, if you eat a whole loaf of bread, it's really bad for you, and they say it's
No,
good
I
for
mean
you.
like the specific ingredients, like the vegetables and the meat and everything.
Oh no, it's fresh.
Oh, okay.
We get them in once a week, and we cut them up right there, and then put them in.
Cool.
So what
Tuna's
did you
not.
want to talk about?
Oh, My Hero Academia. I don't want to actually. I thought I'd play a little fun game with you guys.
Okay.
I'm going to explain a character with my knowledge and how I explain things.
Okay.
Oh,
Against the
I like
This
this.
is
I
a
like
good
this.
segment. Okay.
For one, Icy Hot.
I see
That's
that.
Todoroki.
All right, Invisigirl.
I
I don't know.
Oh,
her
no,
name.
it's it begins with Hagakure.
G-Force.
Uraraka.
Uraraka.
Ochako.
Yeah.
She's bae, dude.
Boobs make things out of thin air, girl.
What?
Momo.
Boobs make things out
Oh,
of thin air,
boobs,
girl.
man. Yeah,
That's Momo.
Yarozo.
Let me think here. Rockman who can talk to animals.
Oh fuck. I don't know
Pointy
his-
Rockman.
I know.
Pointy
I know
Rock.
who you're
Not
talking about.
Kirishima,
Okay.
but
The man who can talk to animals. I don't know his
He puts
name.
will in his voice to.
he's so awesome.
He's really neat.
They barely
cute.
even
He's
talked
cute as
about
well.
him at all. Like
you
zero.
know why?
I know.
Because he doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Who else was I gonna talk about?
I don't know his name.
Oh,
but I know who
oh,
you're talking about.
Handless Fana. No, Armless Fana Man.
The Warp Gate guy, the bad guy,
No, he's a good guy. He's a pro.
Armless Phantom Man.
You never see his arms; he's in his trench coat the whole time.
Oh, the quick shot
Oh,
guy with
oh.
the gun with the homing gun.
No.
Nope.
He's the guy that looks like.
No, that's New Vegas, man. That's NCR.
The
Oh,
guy
right.
that looks like
Yeah, you're right.
Spawn.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know
He
his
doesn't
name
use his
either.
arm. He just kicks. Hacha, hacha.
Yeah, he's
Why
badass. And
why didn't he use his hands? He'd be much better with his arms.
He fought Sue.
Yeah, he fought Sue and.
Oh, and Ribbit Girl. She's cool.
That's true.
She's absolute bae, dude. She's the best girl.
You think she thinks you're the best girl?
Dude, she's so good.
No.
She's so cute.
Purple Bone Girl is cute.
Oh, Bone?
Purple bony in her head thingy.
Mina?
Dude,
That's an easy one to
Mina
remember.
Ishido?
I don't
It's
know.
fucking acid. She's
Yeah,
so cute.
acid chick.
I don't know why you wouldn't say Bone.
Headphone Jack Girl's pretty cool actually too.
Oh,
Jiro.
And then the least favorite character of all time is just stupid, pervy Glob Man.
Nobody
Mineta.
likes Mineta.
Nobody
likes
Why
him.
would they even add him? He's so one-dimensional.
Well, don't you need a
Because-
character to hate?
Because Japan.
Baku is a good one to hate. No, I like him.
No,
but
you can't
No,
hate
his
him.
hate, his hate for All Might Jr. is
Deku.
completely baseless.
It's Deku. I don't know how hard.
No,
it
yeah,
is.
I mean that's kind of the All Might Junior is pretty small might is what we usually call it.
I love that. 5% might.
No, Bakugo is a fucking great character.
He's a good rival.
I hated
He's
him.
really good
I hated him
rival.
at first. I really didn't
I
like
like
him
him
because
more-
he was so. I was like, why can't you just be happy? But
Because
then
at first
went-
he's very one-sided.
No, they
Yeah.
gave him a perfect way to be grumpy at him. Where like, you lied about your powers this whole time to me,
Yeah.
and then they never brought it up again once you brought it up one
Yeah.
time. They didn't. They don't go. If they went off that and went with the character after
they
that,
do a little bit.
They do.
they go
do.
back to it
Yes.
because there's been a huge point
Well,
where they're like,
'cause-
I don't want to work with that loser. I'm like,
Well, because remember,
bring back the thing how he hid his powers from you. Don't bring back he's just a loser for no reason anymore. That's not
Exactly. No,
interesting.
I agree
no,
with you.
he's- Yeah.
Give you a good reason. Don't go, I'm not dealing with that loser. I'm like, that's just stupid. I do like
worry,
like how he just knocked him out. Like, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, don't worry. They go into.
All Might is
Have you watched the
insanely good.
most recent episode that came out Saturday? I haven't.
52. I've watched 51.
Yeah,
No, I haven't watched 52. I was gonna watch that either tonight or tomorrow.
definitely watched that.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other characters that. Oh yeah. He's one of my favorite characters by far.
For those of you who can't see
Oh,
us,
yeah.
Tyler made a face like he just ate like 8 grams of shrooms and then did 2 thumbs up.
Thumbs
And
up,
went,
That's the only way I know him, man. That is one of the
I don't
most
know his name.
interesting characters. He is so funny.
I don't know
And he's a
his
little pervy, but he's not like takes over his character. Like when they made the girls wear the cheerleader outfits, that was actually really funny. And
That was a.
That was a
good
funny-
I
scene.
think
Yeah.
Kendo is badass. Big hands.
Oh wait. Oh, the girl from
Class
from
B.
Class B.
Kendo.
Yeah. She.
Oh,
big,
she's
Yes,
awesome.
Big fist
Big-
or whatever.
She's
Miss,
actually-
Mrs. Pimp Slap.
Is she the one that always like beats on the guy who's
She-
super cocky?
Yes.
She's the
She's,
nice.
she's by far the most
Which
attractive
is-
girl in that
which-
show.
Oh, you think so?
Really?
So, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but no, she's
Sorry,
the-
Kylie,
she-
for talking about anime characters as attractive. It's
No,
fucking-
no, we
I'm
think
a
we're
loser,
talking
but,
about
But yeah, no, she's the one. She's the nice one from Class B.
yeah, I really like the character.
She's class mom of that.
Easily.
How do you like Ida?
Who's Ida?
Very earnest class prez.
Class
Oh, I love him.
Everyone,
At
we
first-
should be paying attention.
At first, I hated him because I thought he was so one-dimensional, and then they really got into his
Yeah,
character. And
he's
it's
great.
Way better.
Super
He's
good.
fucking great.
Another
after-
character I really don't. I like, but they didn't really go into it. Is purple-haired mind control man.
Oh, from
What?
Class B or whatever.
Yeah, where if you answer his question, he takes over you.
Yeah, and that's
One of the most useless powers in the world. Once
That's-
people find out about him, he'll never be a good superhero.
They just don't make him public.
The
They
criminals
did.
talk.
They did him at the hero.
I know.
At the
but-
at the
So then,
the
if he
whatever,
if he
the event,
beat
the
Deku,
sport event.
if he beat Small Might, the next one he just immediately lose. Hey, what's 2 + 2?
Fucking beats the shit out of him.
Yeah. But I think my favorite character, I think, is Icy Hot. He
Yeah,
has so many different layers about him. Icy
and his
Hot.
mom too. Like, great
Even though,
story.
why does he like her so much when she poured boiling hot water on his face? Like,
She would
you would think he'd be a little bit.
But I
That's
know
a
it.
flashback.
Yeah, it's a good point. No, I agree. I think it's just it's just like a parent complex.
It's a parent thing because his dad's an ass and his mom was.
Is a
Dude.
psychopath.
Dude, his dad's fucking awesome. What was it?
He's a badass.
What the fuck's his name?
Endeavor.
Endeavor.
Did he ever tell you who
So-
number 3 is? Who number 3 ranked is?
Best Genist.
No, he's 4. isn't
He's
he?
4. No, he's 4 or
I
5.
thought he was 4 or 3. He's either 4 or 3.
Well, it's either that or
Yeah.
Aizawa.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Blinky Eye.
Eraserhead.
Dry,
Eraserhead.
yeah.
That's
Dry-
the
Dry
one.
Eyes Scarf
That's the
Lad.
one that you know.
No, because it reminds me of the old 1960s cult classic Eraserhead.
Dude, actually, Best Genist is what got me into the anime because I was watching it, and it's like if you boil it down, it's a man in full denim, and not even full denim, full denim, like
pants, only
denim
pants.
choker, like all the way
How
up
hot
to his
it must be
face.
on
Like,
hot days.
he's like, you must like more important than combat skills, fashion. He's great. I liked
What's his power? Just looking good?
he can
No, he
control
can control
fiber.
fabric.
Yeah, fabric. Thank you.
Worth it go up against naked people.
Who's naked?
No, he can control his own fabric. That's
Yeah.
why he wears the toughest denim. He's the best
The
genus.
toughest jeans.
It's
the best commercial
the
ad.
fuck was I gonna say?
Your
So sorry.
favorite.
Damn it.
Your favorite
Character?
is
Yeah. It's Icy Hot, but that's mine.
Todoroki is a good.
Oh,
character.
Present Mike. Definitely
Oh.
Present Mike.
Oh,
Everyone, are you ready?
Yeah.
DJ man.
Yeah. Tyler's watching it dubbed.
Oh.
No, so I said
It is
at first.
fantastically done.
You know who voices All Might? The same Piccolo and Vegeta.
What
Same
an
guy.
amazing voice,
Really?
by the way.
Absolutely.
It just carries and carries and carries.
It's so tolerable.
Would you
Well-
say it's a better All Might than the Japanese version?
Definitely not.
No.
Because he has a different voice
He has a different-
actor when he
He has a different like tone.
Oh.
Kind of.
when he's like big and
Oh,
small.
he's the same way in the dub version.
Yeah, when he gets like big, he's like, "Watashi ga kita!" Like, I am here. It's fucking awesome.
And then when he's
It's so
small,
cool.
he's like, "Hello." He's just like
Very
really.
timid.
Yeah.
No, he has the same exact voice.
But
The
no, actually,
dub version holds well, I think.
I think
man,
so.
I am so upset that in Dragon Ball Fighters you can't select. You only can select English voices or Japanese, and you can't go into specific characters. Because I really only want Vegeta and Piccolo as English, and everybody else is Japanese.
Yep. Well, except Goku.
Goku has a great. Yeah, I was just about to say Goku's
Goku,
great.
yeah.
Can't have Goku subbed. No.
I can't.
No way.
I can't think of Frieza's voice as anything not the voice actor too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
You're
Even-
going to die, Kakarot.
Well,
Did you see that new video on Reddit where Cell is just plankton?
Yes.
Yes. So funny. I fucking love Plankton's voice actor, and seeing his voice on any other character, like Chris O'Neill
Yeah.
does a great Plankton. He was like, that's the problem with Obamacare. Like, thanks, Obama. He
So,
did a really fucking good one.
Speaking of My Hero, they actually just released either today or yesterday, they released the trailer for their video game.
Oh, no
um,
shit.
Yeah,
Is it-
One's Justice is what we have. It's not My Hero Academia, One's Justice. I think it's just called One's Justice.
Is My Hero
All the
Academia
full one.
is My Hero Academia head over heels the most popular anime right now?
Definitely. But you know
I
why?
would say it's one of the best ones. I don't think it's growing in popularity.
No, it is. You know why?
It's gotta be the
because
top
it's
one.
always-
Hulu is showing everything.
Yeah, it's always at the top of the leaderboards on Kiss Anime for like
They're-
4 days
yeah,
after
they're,
the episode
they're definitely
comes out.
trying to push it.
Is One Piece like slowly dying?
What? What is One Piece? I'm not really sure.
No one's gonna get that on the podcast.
But
No, I'm saying it's shit.
No,
Nobody
don't-
likes it.
I was talking about
But-
because you know the other backstory.
It's not popular. You know what? I watched
it's still
it recently.
going. It's
Watched
still
it.
definitely
I
going.
tried watching it about 2 years ago. I tried rewatching it.
Yeah.
It's not good.
What I don't like about
This is
like
not
I
good.
like Naruto a lot, but I hate that episode 250 to episode 497 was filler, and then the last 3 episodes
So
were
you're-
actually canon. And then they're
Actually,
done.
yeah. Since you really like Naruto, you're loving this because it's the same formula.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
There's a very distinct kind
It's a
of
formula.
There's a very distinct kind of like
It's
anime
way
that I like
less
watching.
filler.
Every anime that's
It's
ever got
not
me
filler,
is
like
Naruto.
ever.
Baku's flayed me. Flayed me. It's got me, and I loved One Punch Man. I think One Punch Man
Yeah.
was like fucking amazing.
It's so good.
But yeah, no, they released a
Due for a
trailer.
rewatch.
It was an in-game trailer, so it was just showing you off the in-game engine and all the models. But it looks really good. It plays like those Naruto arena fighters,
Sick.
the ones that have no right to be good.
By the
Yeah.
way, can I
Yeah.
just say that naval attack man
Oh,
The,
Aoyama.
Yeah.
just as bad.
Worst character.
He will never be better than Puri Puri Prisoner. Can I just tell you right
I
now?
know, right?
There can only be one
Puri
gay
Puri
French
Prisoner.
superhero, and that's Puri Puri Prisoner.
The guy who actually likes little boys, like canonically.
Does he really?
Yeah, remember?
Like oh, that's why he's in prison.
That's why he's in prison.
But
But he's so awesome.
I
as a
know.
character.
That's why it's so
He
conflicting.
made so many good characters in One Punch Man.
yeah,
When he
Who is-
bitch
is
slapped
it-
the mosquito girl.
Is it Cairo? No, who's the robot dude that follows under Saitama?
you mean
Really cool android kid.
you mean anime Adam Jensen? Adam Jensen from Deus Ex.
Oh yeah, he did.
His
Yeah,
name
like
begins
that.
with a J.
Was it a J?
I thought it started with K. Like
Genos.
Genos.
Genos. G.
You have amazing memory with names.
That's what I'm.
I'm more of a
that's
face
the only
guy
thing
than
more of a face guy. That's why you can say, "Oh, electric earplug lady."
Yeah, exactly. I'm so good with faces. Cannot.
Genos.
There's people that I worked with for a year. I still don't know their names.
See,
Me neither, yeah, same.
I'm way better with faces, like for people, but for like characters, way better with names.
Nope. I don't know. I could maybe tell you. I could tell you 2 names from Breaking Bad. That's one of my favorite shows of all time.
Nobody cares
Uh,
about that show.
Oh, because it's not anime. you
Yeah,
fucking
nobody
dweeb.
cares.
new Hearthstone expansion coming out in a couple weeks.
What's it
I
about?
think. I believe it's ethereal based. It's based on the
ghosts.
Like the kind of
Are
ghost.
you actually interested in it?
No, that's kind of
Yeah,
what I
so
wanted to
I
talk
could
about.
care
I haven't
less.
played Hearthstone in
Months.
For me.
I
2 months.
I joined
2.5
up for the
months.
first time ever for Tavern Brawl, where there's a new interesting Tavern Brawl, where you can all of it's the same thing where all of your mana costs health instead.
That's the worst one.
No, I just tried it again.
Yeah.
So I made a druid one that like you
Druid,
just kill in
obviously,
turn.
yes.
Obviously, like, every single. But I
Ultimate
went up,
Infestation
but
into
I
Savage
didn't
Roar
kill this
into
guy
Bark
because he's a
into
paladin,
Claw,
and I was like, oh, paladin, he's gonna do like the super size, whatever it's called, the dino size, and just do that, and that's really interesting. I want to see him do that. All he did was just play Odd Paladin. No spells! No spells, and he still beat me! Yeah! Because Odd Paladin is so disgusting!
No, it's not. You know you can win in one turn, right? Ultimate Infestation into Starfire, into Swipe, into Savage Roar, into Claw, into Branching Pass, into Repeat. Those 6 cards.
I let him get away with it.
You get the
I
Divine
wanted to
Shield.
see if he put any interesting spells into it to like shake up. It was just Odd Paladin. And I'm like, this is why I don't play Hearthstone anymore. I'm so sick of it. It drove me crazy.
That's so funny.
So how about we talk about the more interesting thing in the Warcraft lore? Warcraft 3, huge update. Huge update
Warcraft
patch for
3?
Warcraft 3.
Who updated it?
Blizzard.
On purpose?
On purpose.
Was it an accident?
They changed stats. They
In the release this new...
Fuck, we're supposed to do World of Warcraft. We did Warcraft 3.
No, they added a whole new character. Please buy a new expansion. He's the best character in the game.
So
Hearthstone coming out, please. 3 more weeks, just buy it.
I heard Diablo 1 got an update. That's pretty good.
huge patch.
Diablo 4 coming out.
Huge patch. They changed stats of everybody. They rebalanced things. They added new maps.
They had better graphics, so I couldn't actually want to play.
Oh!
Tyler, hot take.
See, I don't know. I really liked Warcraft 3.
Well, for the times.
No, just as an
I tried playing it once.
The only thing
At the time, and I also like just like the single player campaigns
time,
are really good.
Yeah, we're getting
It's
pretty late.
hour 10.
Yeah, we should.
But yeah, no, huge update for Warcraft 3: The Frozen Throne.
I can't say that. I can't be biased because I still play Age of Mythology, so I really can't say shit. Can I?
Tink, 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 tink.
Oh my god.
Them's the sounds.
Also, you will like this new character revealed for Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur 6.
Oh.
It's Talum,
Kanye West.
the last priestess of the
Sandy
wind.
DeVito.
She showed up in
It's
Soul
Krampus.
Calibur 2. And I don't think she ever showed up again.
Oh, Talum.
Talum, the girl.
The girl
The
with
girl
the.
with like the
sword
thing.
she was
sword
in,
conflict type things.
She was in 5.
Was she?
Yeah, Talim because I put an Arabic twist on it. You know what I'm saying? But no, she was really unfair because her back strong attack was her down like quarter circle strong attack was a flip where you just flipped over them and attacked them from the top. So,
it was an overhead? It was a really strong overhead?
But you reposition yourself behind him. So, like, I would play against my brother, and he would just, like, fucking rip shit, like, the whole time. And just, like, going, like, jumping over him every time. And he couldn't get the, like, I think you can just guard it. Like, top guard. I'm pretty sure you can guard it.
You didn't do that, though.
You didn't do that.
Unless if it is actually, like, an overhead.
No, you know why? The combo, you could go overhead into really low attack.
Oh,
so you
yeah.
did that every time. But that's awesome.
But yeah, no, she just got revealed the other day, which is really
I'm
neat.
glad she got back.
Also, another cool thing. Summer Games Done Quick just came. It was starting again.
What?
That's pretty funny.
Games Done Quick?
Summer Games Done Quick.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
I don't...
It's a
wait, is it just the
thing.
people of Games Done Quick?
Yeah, there's summer and winter.
Oh. Okay, I thought it was like a very specific.
It's just really good if you want to like. There's some times where I just want to watch like an hour video while I do dishes or something. That's just such a good like.
See, what I like is one of the YouTubers I'm subscribed to. They do a type of thing called shitty games done slow. They're like
done poorly.
Game Grumps.
But no, that's cool. Shit, what was I gonna say? Oh right. Yeah, so they revealed Talum just recently. It's not Evo yet.
No.
So they're gonna have something for Evo, more than likely. So we're gonna get more characters.
Sword
as well.
Jumpy Man.
What?
Voldo?
Sword Jumpy Man. He gets on sword and jumps around.
Yoshimitsu.
Yeah. Is he in every single one?
He's been revealed.
Is he in every
No, he
single one?
has to be in every single one.
Yeah, he has to be, basically. He's been revealed.
I shall assist your suicide. So good.
But yep, he was revealed a little while ago, which he has a really good design. I don't know if you looked at it.
I haven't, but I have every
Yeah,
game. I always
like-
look for it. That and Mitsurugi.
Yeah, his design is like kind of like it's like a wooden robot type design.
That's kind of how it was in 5.
No,
Yeah,
but
a
it's like
little
way more detailed. It
Okay.
looks really good.
Cool.
Yeah, I would suggest just looking it up if you want to.
Excellent. How about we end with our weekly song recommendations?
I love that one. Actually, I have to get it up real quick, but I have a great
That's
one.
fine. Darren, do you have one?
Oh
off
crap!
the
What's
top
the?
of my head?
You go first. I have to remember.
I got it right
I'm
now.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, please hit us up.
Mine
And tell us
is
why you want
is Crush by Tessa Violet,
it. Okay.
and it's a very like, it's kind of mainstreamish, but it's not like mainstream, but like you can tell that she's going for like a radio hit, which isn't always bad. But I like it because the background music or the music in it is just really like, it's different. And her voice, I've never really heard a voice like hers before, and it's kind of cool how it
Is
goes
it
to
like
the beat.
the
It's more high pitched.
yeah, so, no, I was gonna say it's like the Maggie Rogers.
No, it's more mainstream pop-ish. Kind of like In My Mind by Matty Noise. Remember that
Okay.
one?
Cool.
Kinda like that.
Who was this again?
Tessa Violet.
Tessa Violet. Okay.
And what's the song name?
Crush.
Crush. Crap. What was I listening to recently? I'm awful with song names.
My recommendation is going to be the new Mom Jeans album that just came
Oh,
out.
how is it?
It's pretty okay. It's pretty okay. A lot of the songs start. Well, I have a song off it, but a lot of the songs start very similarly, which kind of puts me off.
Yeah.
But the off their new album, it's Mom Jeans is a grunge garage band. That's just like some fucking kids doing music, and it's really good. And the new song I would like to suggest to everybody is Bong John.
Go on.
Bong Johnson.
No, it's
Long Bong Johnson.
it's a tongue twister. It's John Bong Jovi. It's got some great licks in it, and it's actually got some great choral singing in it. That you should all definitely check out. I really like that. I really like that album. I love their first album. This album pretty okay.
So my song is it's not really a good song per se, but they released it a little while ago. They released the song of Devil Trigger for Devil May Cry 5. Man, that song is real. Like it's really
it's something.
It's real something. Let me
What
tell
kind
you
of
that.
music is it?
It's like heavy, like rock. It's like metal-ish. I really like it, but it's really stupid.
If we're really talking about these things, look up Dearly Beloved from Kingdom Hearts. Oof.
Oh,
You only get one per week.
I'm sorry. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
You better fucking be sorry. Awesome. Well, I'm glad we went through this. We've been slightly more milk, and next time we don't really know what we're gonna do next time.
we
because
might be missing one. We
might be
not.
missing one. We might not. Maybe we'll get some long distance shit going, but we'll probably have some guests. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.